Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
What is the meaning of personality according to R.K. Mukherjee? So, we need to define that. So, here we can say that according to R.K. Mukherjee, the personality of an individual is not only affected by the biological and psychological needs, but also by the pressure of society or collectively. Means the biological and the psychological pressure or the environment or the needs or drives are not the one which are framing or bringing the change in the personality of an individual, but other factors are also responsible. The second one, based on the third topic only, they have asked define values. So, we can mention that according to R.K. Mukherjee, values are socially approved desire. We can say these are the socially approved desire and the goals that internalized through the process of conditioning, learning or socialization and that becomes subjective preference, standards and aspirations later. The third one, they have asked what is meant by disvalue. That is the term totally opposite of the values. Here we can say the disvalues arise because of individual and the social shortcomings that are expressed in the form of individual deviance and institutional deviance, when the society is against or the individuals are against the system. So, that can be taken out as the disvalues. Short answer questions. In the first one, they have asked what is the meaning of the personality, that we have already discussed, that biological and psychological needs are not the only one which are bringing the change in the personality, but beside that so many other factors are also playing important role. We have to define the meaning of society and the values according to R.K. Mukherjee. So, values also we have defined which are socially approved by, which are the socially approved desires and the goals. Clear? Here if we talk about the society, then how we can define society? We can say that society is the structure. It can be taken as the structure and functions through which man orient himself to the dimensions or levels of his environment, that is ecologic, psychology, psychosocial and moral. So, in this way the R.K. Mukherjee has defined these three terms: personality, society and values. The second one, what is the importance of values, we need to define here. So, we can say that values helps or play an important role in the integration and fulfillment of men's basic impulses and the desire in a stable and consistent manner. Secondly, we can say that values are generic in scope and are made up of both individual and social responses. Then we can say that values become shared by all through their symbolization. Symbols are condensed expression of common shared values. So, somewhere the symbols are also playing an important role in adopting these values. The next one, what are the various stages of values at different level of social integration? So, we need to mention about that different level. So, we have to divide it into 4 different levels. The first one we can mention here, in a crowd. Second one we can talk about in an interest group. Then in society or community, and the next one we can take in journal. There are values like spontaneous love, social responsibility and solidarity in journal. So, we have to define all those 4 levels of social integration. Essay type questions they have asked. The first one, discuss R.K. Mukherjee's views about Indian societies and values. So we have to discuss about his views on the Indian societies and values here. So here we have to mention about all the 4 levels that we have discussed in the previous question, that we need to give in detail, that in the crowd, in the economic interest group, in society or in the community, and in the journal if we are talking about, we can talk about the spontaneous love. The next one they have asked, discuss R.K. Mukherjee gradation of value. So we have to present his viewpoint that individual personality we talk about is not only affected by the biological or the psychological factors. Different other factors are also there which are playing an important role in framing individual's personality. So we can say that personality of an individual is the sum total of the individual's characteristics, mode of adjustment at the different level. So in this way we need to define all these things here in detail. The next question based on the same topic they have asked, discuss R.K. Mukherjee's views on personality and values. So whatever his views based on the personality, as we have already discussed that individual personality is not affected by the biological and psychological factors only, but beside that other things are also playing important role. That can be the pressure of the society or the pressure of the society or the community can play an important role in that. Then the values we need to define. Here we can say again the values are the socially approved desires or the needs. Clear? And then we have to mention also that values according to R.K. Mukherjee has 2 aspects. The first one, these values lead to the full development and the expression of the individual, and the second aspect if we talk about, they must lead to the social harmony, order and the solidarity, where it is helping them to maintain, helping an individual to maintain the relation with the society. Higher order thinking skills, that is HOTS. They have asked traditional and modern ideas often clashes. How and why? Firstly, we have to mention that how the clash is there between the traditional and modern ideas and why. What are the different reasons for that? Why it is happening? So, firstly, we can give the intro that we know that a society is divided or society may be classified as the modern, traditional or post-modern. Traditional society we talk about basically always pay focus or emphasis on religion in values. So here we can define the one traditional society, that what are the values included in a traditional society. Individual status is determined by his birth and he does not strive for social mobility. Another point or another feature of traditional society is individual's behavior is governed by the customs, traditions, norms and the values having deep links with the past. Beside that, the social organization is based on hierarchy also, where the division is done between the different caste group. Kinship relations are predominant in interaction and individual identifies himself with the primary groups based on their blood or the marriage relations. People are very conservative in the traditional society we talk about. Economy is simple, that is the tool economy and not the machine economy is the part or the feature of this traditional society. Whereas on the other way, if we talk about this modern ideas of the modern society, the decline of the religion and rise of secular materialistic culture is one of the important feature where the decline of the religion is taking place. The people are not that much bothered about their religion. The replacing of feudal economy by an economy in which money system provide the medium of exchange, means barter system is not there now. The medium of exchange is based on the money or the currency. Then we can say the another point of this modern society can be the decline of the social order based on the simple division of labor, forming of new nations having their own identities and tradition to suit their own purposes. Examples also we can say that where we are going to rejection of monarchy or aristocracy. That was the idea adopted in France or the most of the European countries first. So in this way we can say that how the traditional and the modern ideas are always clashing, and why these are clashing that we have also discussed, because of the change in the mindset, because of the change in the values and the tradition, and the different factors are responsible for the same.